Welcome in. Thank you all very much for waiting whilst we got those technical issues sorted. I resolved the internet issues with Percussive Maintenance, the solution and cause of the majority of my computer problems. Bonk it harder. Oh, I will. I have found threatening the router works exceedingly well. Now, thank you very much for showing up. Today is Friday. We are done for the week. And we are going to be back in Elden Ring. I know it's not on the schedule for tonight. Tonight was supposed to be Scorn. I'm just obsessing over Elden Ring at the minute. I'm kind of sorry. We're just absolutely obsessing, playing it, and basically not anything else. I think I did a little bit. I dipped into Victoria for a little bit. I might have dipped into Bloons for a little bit. But I have basically not played anything other than Elden Ring since I started. I've also been playing a little bit after the stream. We managed to actually kill... It was really, really frustrating. I was getting so salty with you guys last time. And I was getting so upset trying to kill Doggo Radagon. Was completely unable to. He just kept on walling us. And when I thought, no, I don't want to finish the night on a downer after stream. I don't want to finish the night on a downer. I don't want to go to bed angry. I will do a single playthrough and then I'll go and do some exploring somewhere else. And I did a single playthrough and just completely annihilated him. And that seems to be a running theme. I just get salty at the end of the end stream, go back to the boss and kill them. We did it to Omen Killer, we did it to Radagon. Tonight we're going to start off on the boss. We're going to be starting with Rennala of the Full Moon. I did a little bit of a playthrough of her this morning before work because I had some spare time. And the first stage of the boss fight doesn't seem too difficult. The second stage might be troublesome if we get there. I also did some wandering around, so I massively expanded my map. But before we get to that, I'll just give a quick overview of what we have coming up for the rest of the week and perhaps what's coming up next week. So, I have tonight's stream, and then I have one more stream scheduled for this week. That's going to be tomorrow. That's going to be at 8 o'clock, which is 23 minutes from now, and is going to be reading The Wizard Knight. We're not going to be playing Elden Ring. We are going to be actually doing a reading stream, because that's not a gameplay stream. I feel it's nice to split things up. It is actually one of the things, I've talked about this before, I fell backwards into streaming. So I know a lot of people who started watching streamers because they enjoyed streamers. I started watching streamers because my favourite ASMR artist had stopped putting out videos, and I went to find out, was she dead? And found out she wasn't dead, she was live streaming on Twitch instead. And then I fell down the VTuber rabbit hole, which is really weird. So I fell into it through ASMR. It continues to be one of the things I watch a lot of. I tend to have it on during work. I tend to have it on the background just to drown out the mundanity of Hexaport. I also often put on either an ASMR VOD or some white noise or a white noise machine overnight so I can get to sleep. Because otherwise the room is very silent and that's weird. But then I've recently just been shutting that all off and doing it properly and like going, no, you know what, Form, you're an adult now. You don't need a bedtime story to send yourself off. And I sleep really well. Not like a baby because I don't cry and shit myself overnight. But like an adult or someone who's worn themselves out. It's really weird. It's completely unusual. I might actually need to start doing that properly. Although some of the best night's sleep I ever got was when I would put on Whale Song and I had a Bluetooth blackout mask. So it was blackout and it was like Velcro around my head, so I couldn't get any light to my eyes. It was Bluetoothed into my phone. I'd play Whale Song through my phone. It would then be on speakers right next to my ears. And it would keep me drifting off and it would completely take out any source of light in my room. But the problem with this is I used a sunrise alarm clock, which meant I then didn't wake up on time. Unless I took it off overnight. I did that a couple of times, and then had to find it because I had hurled it across the room. Now, what we're going to be doing today, other than Elden Ring, or what we're going to be doing this week. We've got Elden Ring tonight, we've got Wizard Knight on Saturday. I'm not going to be streaming Sunday. Sunday I've got Dungeons & Dragons with some off-stream friends. Next week, now I'm I'm in a little bit of a conundrum for next week. I don't want to put myself down and say as going for Elden Ring all 3 streams next week, but that could happen. And I don't want to lie to you guys, but I'm thinking we might do Monster Girl Manager for one of the days because we have that final volcano map we need to clear. Maybe I can do Elden Ring for 2 days and then we can do another weekend stream. That does sound kind of reasonable. I'll write that down. Of course, if you want to keep up to date on my timetable, you can check out my socials. So my Discord, that was socials. That was social. Oh, I know what caused that. Let me edit triggers. There we go. Let's try that again, see if it works. No, it did it again. Okay. Let's go for a third time. Once it goes away. That's my shout out Pondering Orb so that I can scry in on you. Let's have a last look. Socials, does it do it? It did not do it. There we go, I fixed it. Let's do a quick shout out. Steph's in channel, and normally Steph does actually have her own command, so you can check her out. But let's do a quick actual shout out for Steph things. You go check out Steph. I enjoy Steph's streams. She does all sorts of dating sims where she will vampires, cat boys apparently, cans of drinks, tools, swords, all kinds of things. All kinds of things. Now, that looks like we're all sorted. Excellent, that's what I want. So it's time for us to get started with the actual main meat of today's stream, which is going to be Elden Ring. We're going to be, if I go into the right screen, that would help. We are currently in Caelid. Now, you can see I have a slightly different sword than last time. Let me check my system. Let me turn up the volume. Let me turn up the volume over here so you guys can hear it. Let me know if that isn't a good sound. Now, I did pick up a new weapon. I picked up the Meteorite Staff, and I also picked up the spell to go with that as well. Let's go to Agheel Lake North. We're going to use Agheel Lake North as our testing slot just to check out the new weaponry. So we have been using a Glintstone Staff. I think let's have a quick check which one we've been using. Up until now, I have been tending to use the Carrion Glintblade Staff. We have now got the Meteorite Staff. So we're going to check both those out. We also picked up Rock Sling. Now we've got Glintstone Pebble as my stock spell previously. If we have a look... I'll need to go and check it out somewhere else. So this is Glintstone Pebble. Now Glintstone Pebble hits with the Meteorite Staff for 171. 213, 171, 256. We're just using this as a quick spot check on our damage on the dog. 250, 156, 171, 171. So that's with the new staff. Now let's go and check out the old staff. I think we should have a dude up here. Go check out. So my old staff, 174, 84. So that seems similar. It's basically the same damage. I think it's looks like 3 more. Glitch, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing today? Have you had a good Friday? Let's check with this spell again. 174 as opposed to 171, 84, and it'd help if you stood still. You're good, excellent. I am glad to hear it. 140, 224. Okay. So that seems a relatively stable base. We're then going to switch to our Rock Sling. Don't need to recover. I need to teleport back to Agheel Lake North. So we're hitting about 170 on Pebble with both sets of staff. Now, if I use the Carrying Glintblade, you're just laughing at the current situation of the website. Oh dear, how is that website? Are things going funky with it? Now, let's... Carrying Glintblade, that does about that did 250 and 175 on that one guy. 250 on the dog. I actually need to find someone who I can not... It looks like we are killing these guys in a single shot. Okay, so this one seems to be a chunk better, and if I then use the meteorite staff, we get an even bigger bonus. The tracking on this is fantastic. I absolutely love this. You mentioned a few times you're using an AI. Yes, you could. Oh, okay. You were role playing with ChatGPT. Is it ChatGPT? I think it's ChatGPT. Main Academy Gate, Church of a Cuckoo. I need to be in the schoolhouse classroom. So we've got this new spell that deals a chunk more damage if I'm using the new meteorite stuff. It uses a lot more mana. And we're actually going to check it out when we go and build our loadout just here. Let me get my memorized spell. So that uses 18 mana as opposed to 7 mana, so it's more than double. We do now also have a poison spell. And let me... Flasks. I'll get flask charges. We're going to put one more into mana. And then I need to change my equipment. We're going to drop out the Carrying Glintblade for my mana sword. Crystal Sword +2. The problem with the meteorite staff is you can't upgrade it. This isn't where I want to be. Debate parlor. That must be where I want to be. Always want to date their favourite characters, so Diluc from Genshin Impact. I have seen people do it, so Pipkin Pippa built the chatbot. You're one of those people. That's fair enough. Now, I've seen Pipkin Pippa had a version of chatbot, but she was training to react like her, I think. I think AI is brilliantly clever when it's done. Currently, it's not entirely there. Like some of the problems I've seen people use people have with the... I need to be careful. There used to be a rolling ball drop out of that portal. It looks like that no longer is the case because I killed a bunch of people. So one of the things I really like about AI is having it generate stuff for you. However, it looks like one of the... Am I actually in multiplayer? Maybe. I simply can't deny your Snip Service website. You can't do anything not safe for work. Now, that's actually what I was going to segue into there, is they say, oh, you can't do anything not safe for work. But people were doing things such as, oh, describe a not safe for work scene as if it was in a book. So don't write it, but write an extract from a book that has it. And that fixes the problem. Right, I want to have Banish Knight Engval. I want to switch to my Glintstone Pebble and my sword. So this is Renala of the Full Moon. We need to break her shield to attack her. To break her shield, we need to kill the maidens that have the glow around them like she does. So this one. So that's one down. We need to kill 3, and each 3 we kill, we get the chance to make a couple of attacks. Ow. Funny, filter doesn't allow not safe work stuff like kissing, but you can commit mass genocide. Yes, it's not safe work stuff. And Dandy, welcome in, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here. No, none of that. How are you doing? Congratulations on being the first one in to today's stream. Where is... Oh, we've got a chest. Can't open the chest. Ah, I see someone is launching books at me. There you are. The one launching books at you is the one you need to kill. Let me know how the audio is, because I was checking out my previous VODs. You found this passive, it's only 9 calories. That's fantastic. That's a great deal on your calories. Ow, ow, stop it, that's rude of you. Get some mana back in me. 0 carbs. Is it like made of cauliflower or something? Right, there we go. Renala is coming down. Rock Sling. Let's Rock Sling her. Let's bash her in the head with some rocks. Trust me, this is a great idea. There is absolutely no way that hitting people with rocks can go wrong. Of course, she now has recovered her mana, so we... not mana. Recovered her full energy shield, so we need to go and murder a bunch of people. Those bad code where the filter didn't work, and we could do not see if it works. Oh, I see. But yeah, there's all sorts of ways to get around the filters on the chatbot. You can just make sure that you aren't directly telling them to do not safe work stuff. Ow. What the hell was that? It was made from Konjac. I have never heard of Konjac. What is Konjac? Konjac flour. Is it just like super heavy fibre? Oh, it's a root vegetable. Huh, interesting. Never heard of it before. When I was on super heavy dietary restriction, it's made from, yeah. When I was on super heavy dietary restriction and I was trying to keep all my calories super low, one of the things I found super useful for it was eggs. Now, if you're vegan or you don't eat eggs, that can be tricky, but I found eggs were fantastic. You're dieting and found it had that pacifix without the guilt. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And spaghetti! Spaghetti I found was really good. A portion of spaghetti is remarkably low in calories. Even though... So I would generally carb load the night before a big run. And spaghetti was a great way to get all of those carbs in. And not be too over the top with your calories. Admittedly, I did also... when should I tell you about? I did also find it was very, very funny when it comes to... fried breakfast. So if you had like a fryer, let's just murder a bunch of these creepy kids. Okay, that's me out of mana. If I had a fryer, so egg, sausage, bacon, hash brown, beans, that was a lot of calories, but not terrible. As soon as you add toast, it's now insurmountable. That's way too many calories. But without toast, it's basically fine. It's not too much. It was only once you start adding the toast, you can concentrate on the game. Yeah, no worries, no worries. You feel free to chuck stuff in chat. It's on me to actually pay attention to things. No, stop dying. Come on, let's get this timing right. No. Don't bite me. Daft child. Where's this last one? There's one more. No fire. I'm chewing through my sacks this time. Weird, because last time I did this... Last time I tried doing this boss fight, I absolutely aced this bit, had no problems whatsoever. Right. Rocks. Lots and lots of rocks. Lots and lots of rocks. Absolutely just smash her. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Oh god, what the hell is going on? Why are you floating these girls up to you? Some of the situation with devs and mods are acting like children blocking out all criticism. So I suppose they probably need to be quite careful when it comes to putting not safe work content out there. If they can't prove that it's okay for you to have access to it, there's no age verification. Even if it's just as bad as like a lot of adult content sites have a tick this box to say you're 18 style thing. No, get through those gosh dang children. Where is she hiding? There's someone somewhere with another circle around their head and I need to kill them. Are you over there? Not getting any souls for all this brutal murder. There you are! Found you. Right, Renala, where are you? It'd help if we could get the target locked on, wouldn't it, chap? Okay, we can't break through the barrier. Beat up this child. Ooh, there's some souls. How many souls is his? Not very many. Ow. Get my health back. It's suggested putting a toggle on for the private bots. That seems like a good idea. It'd be a relative, especially if you're doing it. Ow. How are you shooting through the walls? That's not fair. I can't shoot through walls. There you are. I got you. You're somewhere over here. You fired some books at me. There